The boy went to his girlfriend's house for the first time, so he casually picked up a cup, filled it with drinks, and drank it in big gulps. The girl didn't have time to stop him and had to tell him it was the cup she used to hold urine. The boy didn't believe it and took a closer sniff. It smelled completely unpleasant. Uremia patients' urine doesn't have a foul smell. This boy is carefree and has a grade 4 brain cancer, while this girl is sensitive and has uremia. Originally, their lives had nothing in common, but they met by chance through a matchmaking video. They got together. Not long ago, Lin Min, a uremia patient, sought marriage in a cancer patient group. Her marriage conditions were very special. She wanted a man who was also terminally ill and nearing the end of his life, and he would voluntarily donate a kidney to her after his death. In return, she promised to support the other person's family unconditionally. However, shortly after her video was posted, Lin Min regretted it, feeling her idea was too absurd and quickly took it back. Not long after, she still received a friend request. After Lin Min accepted it with mixed feelings, she tried to call to clear up the misunderstanding, but the caller hung up immediately. He left only an address and requested to meet in person. They also agreed on a secret code to acknowledge each other in person. Though helpless, Lin Min ultimately chose to go to the meeting. She waited boredly in the restaurant until 12:46 p.m., when a sloppy-looking boy with somewhat odd behavior finally appeared. He sat at the table asking questions, persistently giving the code signal. Lin Min braced himself and gestured to him. The boy walked over, still not forgetting the formalities. After successfully connecting the code, Lu Tu finally sat down and began to introduce himself. He enthusiastically pulled out two 50% off coupons. He said he wanted to treat Lin Min to a meal, but Lin Min coldly refused because she couldn't handle the food there anymore, and besides, she wasn't here to eat this time. Then Lin Min got straight to the point, admitting that the video was a misunderstanding. She had already given up on that idea, hoping Lu Tu would pretend she hadn't seen anything and let the matter pass. However, as soon as she finished speaking, Lu Tu suddenly went black and collapsed onto the table. This sudden situation caught Lin Min off guard. She nervously reached out to check Lu Tu's breathing, but just as her finger reached in front of him, he suddenly woke up again. It turned out that whenever his blood pressure rose, he would instantly feel dizzy, like a general anesthesia. Lin Min thought that since the misunderstanding had been cleared up, she prepared to end this absurd meeting. But Lu Tu noticed several people in the restaurant seemingly watching them, so he imagined a dramatic scenario. He suspected Lin Min was an organ trafficker and that the two were her accomplices. He even snatched the badge decoration from Lin Min's body, saying it must be a bug. Just then, several people dressed in black walked into the restaurant, and Lu Tu became even more convinced of his suspicions, thinking these people had come to kidnap him. He took out his meal card to pretend to be a police officer, claiming to be a police officer, and even pretended to call for backup. As the man in black drew closer, Lu Tu suddenly stood up and unleashed a set of his own ancient martial arts, only to discover it was all a misunderstanding. He was instantly extremely embarrassed. Watching everything happening before her, Lin Min truly felt that his online nickname, Brainless, was just right. She no longer had the patience to continue the conversation, coldly tossed out, drama queen, and left the restaurant without looking back. But as soon as she walked out, she received a message from Lu Tu. Congratulations on passing the first round. Lin Min found it utterly absurd and deleted his contact information. But at that time, she would never have imagined that this seemingly unreliable boy, he would soon become the strongest support in her life. Lin Min's life was extremely busy every day. Besides dealing with frequent dialysis treatments, she also had to make ends meet through various part-time jobs. She worked hard to maintain a normal life path. She even made time to attend her best friend's wedding dance rehearsal. During a break in rehearsal, she gave her friend a bun her mother had made by her own hand. However, after receiving the bun, her friend handed her an armband, tactfully suggesting she wear it on the wedding day to cover her scar. It was a scar left on her arm from long-term dialysis. Although her best friend didn't say it outright, Lin Min instantly understood the unspoken disdain, and it felt like a needle pricked her heart. But thinking about how she still relied on the part-time job her friend introduced to make ends meet, she could only endure the grievance and sadness. She swallowed them all down with force. She forced a smile and accepted the kindness. But life's blows came one after another. While buying medicine at the pharmacy, Lin Min received a call from the real estate agent, telling her that the landlord had suddenly decided to sell the house and asked her to move out as soon as possible. When she tried to argue her case, the doctor asked her to show the prescription from the hospital. Lin Min searched her backpack but couldn't find the medical record slip, so she anxiously returned to the rehearsal room to look for it. Fortunately, her medical record slip was indeed left in the rehearsal room. She looked up, but she saw a glaring scene. The bag of buns she had given with heartfelt care was left hanging alone in a corner. The forgotten buns felt like she was in the darkness, ignored at this moment, causing her mood to plummet instantly. She sat on the bus home. She looked out at the bustling crowds rushing to make a living, feeling a deep-seated loneliness and confusion. She couldn't understand why it was only herself, why the pain was tormenting her. She also wanted to be like a normal person, no need to count water intake every day, not having to run to the hospital 3 times a week. She also wanted not to hide her scars from others' strange looks. She also wanted a stable life, a job she loved, and a group of friends who didn't have to deliberately hide her illness. But these things were within reach for ordinary people. But for her, it became an unattainable luxury. Back home, exhausted, she wanted to reheat the cold buns. She put the buns in the microwave and pressed the switch, but the power suddenly went out. She tried using the gas stove instead, but no matter how hard she tried, it wouldn't ignite. At that moment, all the grievances she had accumulated throughout the day surged out like a flood breaking through a dam. She couldn't understand why all misfortune had to befall her. Why, no matter how hard she tried, she could never fight against fate's unfairness. Yet life had to go on. After crying, she still had to compose herself and prepare for tomorrow's dialysis. Lin Min thought she had completely let go of Lu Tu, but she soon realized this man was much more persistent than she had imagined. It turned out that in a previous video, Lu Tu, he saw Lin Min's medical records and followed the clues to the hospital. Lin Min, who had just finished treatment, stormed up to Lu Tu and demanded harshly. She made it clear yesterday, she doesn't want to seek marriage anymore. To be precise, they didn't even know each other. What he did was just stalking and stalking. After venting her anger, she left the hospital without looking back. But trouble kept coming. Lin Min had just returned home to collect her feelings when the agent showed up uninvited. He barged into the house with the client to view the property. The client saw all kinds of medicine bottles inside and immediately showed a look of disdain. She believed Lin Min had brought bad luck to the house and hurriedly left after just a few words. Lin Min watched them leave. She accidentally caught sight of Lu Tu's figure downstairs again. At that moment, Lin Min's long-suppressed emotions finally exploded. She rushed downstairs, snatched the notebook from Lu Tu's hand, stomped it hard on the ground, and then shouted, "Are you a pervert? Am I not clear enough? Are you done yet?" But Lu Tu said he was conducting the second stage assessment for Lin Min. The girl asked him what would happen if he passed all the tests. Lu Tu told her that if he passed, they would get married and he would give Lin Min the kidney. Then Lin Min wants to help him take care of his mother. After hearing this, Lin Min got angry. She refused to get married, didn't want her kidney, and wouldn't take care of Lu Tu's mother. Even after such a fierce refusal, Lu Tu didn't give up. Instead, he asked Lin Min if her kidneys were harmed. Faced with this kind of bizarre train of thought, Lin Min felt a deep sense of helplessness and could only accept her bad luck. She felt this was fate's punishment for her reckless behavior back then. Unexpectedly, Lu Tu instead comforted her, telling her not to blame herself too much. Lin Min was so angry she couldn't help but curse. She cursed on the spot. Watching Lin Min's retreating figure, Lu Tu calmly picked up the stomped notebook, removed the leaves, and continued recording his assessment. After that, Lu Tu's stalking became even more reckless. When Lin Min and her best friend picked out bridesmaid dresses, he would appear ghostly from outside the window. When Lin Min was shopping at the supermarket, he would poke his head precisely out from behind the shelves. Even when she underwent dialysis 3 times a week, Lu Tu would appear punctually in the hospital corridor like a check. Lin Min was practically driven crazy by him. That day, while Lu Tu was following him on his bike, Lin Min deliberately hid away. After he got over, she appeared behind him, complaining that his way of getting off was really unique, like a girl, like a symmetrical girl. Lu Tu had no choice. It was his after effect, ataxia. If he gets off the car in other positions, he'll get dizzy. Lin Min couldn't care about any of that at all, feeling that everything he said was unreliable. A few days later, Lu Tu's inspection finally came to an end. He sent Lin Min a summary sheet detailing various data, Lin Min's anger level, passive skills, and so on. Looking at this baffling list, Lin Min had only 2 words in her mind: crazy. Early the next morning, Lin Min received another call from the agent, who asked her to tidy up the medicine at home because clients would be annoyed if they saw. This sentence completely ignited the anger in Lin Min's heart. She had been enduring the landlord's breach of contract and the agent's frequent interruptions, but now the other party demanded that she hide her traces as a patient, as if her very existence was a fault. She grabbed some spray paint and rushed to the entrance of the agency's shop, spraying the words "unscrutiny" on the glass door. The agent hurried out to stop her, and Lin Min's long-suppressed emotions erupted like a volcano. She endured the landlord's breach of contract selling the house. and she cooperated when they brought people to view the property. Now they still demand that she put away the medicine? Is that too pushy? Is the patient really this unlucky, so shameful? Lin Min signed an agreement to stay here. She is the real master. Does she want to live? This place is within 5 kilometers of the 3 hospitals where she waits for the donor, so wherever there is a donor, she can arrive immediately. If she develops life-threatening complications like pulmonary edema or heart failure, the ambulance can take her away before she dies. Her accusation shocked everyone present, including Lu Tu, who had been quietly following behind. For the landlord and agent, this apartment was just a business transaction. But for Lin Min, this was her fortress to sustain her life, the hope for survival. The agent looked ashamed after hearing this, but in the end, they promised to find a new place for Lin Min in the same neighborhood and would never let her move until she found one. Only then did Lin Min leave with lingering anger. But she had only taken a few steps. The dizziness caused by low blood sugar suddenly hit, forcing her to turn to Lu Tu, who had been following behind her for help. Lu Tu was stunned for a moment, then handed over the half-eaten glutinous rice cake. Then he went to buy a big bag of sweets. Lin Min weakly took the drink. She carefully poured out a small sip from the bottle cap and drank it. Once she calmed down, she quietly thanked Lu Tuesday, seeing his attitude soften. Lu Tu took the opportunity to pull out his medical record and solemnly explained to her. He said he was a grade 4 brain cancer patient who had a craniotomy 4 years ago. He had to extract a piece of brain tissue to save his life, but his condition relapsed a month ago. He underwent a kidney compatibility test and found that his blood type, moxibustion location, and other aspects matched perfectly, almost meeting the requirements for a kidney transplant. As long as Lin Min agreed to take care of his mother after his death, he was willing to donate his kidney to her. After hearing this, Lin Min was silent for a moment, then replied with just one sentence. No wonder he's so brainless. Lin Min seemed to begin to understand that behind his strange behavior were the same marks of illness ravaging him. Seeing Lin Min still refuse, Lu Tu thought she didn't believe him. He eagerly showed her the gruesome surgical scar on his head and even wanted to drag her to his mother immediately to prove his sincerity. To completely free herself from him, Lin Min simply dragged him to a nearby police station and accused Lu Tu of stalking her. But she forgot that Lu Tu was a clueless person. In front of the police, not only did he not panic, he even explained confidently that he was following Lin Min because she was conducting a kidney donation in the group chat, and he was afraid she might be an organ trafficker, so he was investigating. This explanation immediately alerted the police. In the end, both were taken back to the police station. After some twists and turns, the police finally understood the whole story. However, the police told them it was just nonsense, because according to the law, only couples who have been married for 3 years can donate organs. Their private transaction had no legal effect and even violated the transplant regulations. This news was like a bolt from the blue for Lu Tu. His unwavering faith collapsed instantly. He ran out of the police station in a daze, even leaving his medical records in the interrogation room. The police had no choice but to hand over Lu Tu's medical records to Lin Min, asking her to pass them on. Driven by curiosity, Lin Min opened the medical records, which not only contained detailed diagnostic records, but also several shocking craniotomy photos. Those fierce scars formed a stark contrast to the usually sunny, eccentric, and even somewhat annoying Lu Tuesday. At that moment, Lin Min's heart was deeply moved. It turned out this brainless boy had also been enduring immense pain unknown to others. A sense of shared suffering quietly grew in her heart. In the days that followed, Lu Tu seemed to vanish without a trace, never to appear again. The agent kept his promise and found a new property nearby for Lin Min. During the viewing, the agent apologized to her. He said he was so eager to get her to move because his elderly mother was sick and urgently needed money, hoping to get a commission as soon as possible. Inexperienced Lin Min believed him, didn't think much, and signed the new lease contract. Not long after, her best friend's wedding date arrived. Among the bridesmaids, Lin Min's arm sleeve stood out distinctly. But even so, she still worked hard to arrange all the wedding arrangements for her best friend. Before she finished, she turned and saw Lu Tu sneaking around nearby. He somehow became a cameraman for a wedding planning company. Lin Min hurried forward to warn Lu Tu not to cause trouble on such a joyous day, then returned to the guest seats. During the wedding interaction, the groomsmen and bridesmaids played a paper passing game. When it was Lin Min's turn, but the groomsman swallowed all the tissues in his mouth, trying to kiss her directly to take advantage. Everyone around was still egging her on, and Lin Min was momentarily at a loss. Just then, Lu Tu suddenly rushed over and shoved the groomsman to the ground. He then used his signature ancient martial arts technique to fight the crowd. It wasn't until security arrived that the fighting crowd was separated. Afterwards, Lu Tu was dragged into the security office. Seeing he couldn't defend himself, he had no choice but to ask Lin Min to testify for him. "When you looked at me, did you make that kind of face toward me?" Lin Min just found him disgusting. Lu Tu continued to defend himself. Although he didn't exactly imitate him, Lin Min did make a similar expression when she looked at him. Lin Min swore she only gave him a very ordinary look. At that moment, Lu Tu noticed the surveillance footage in the room and wanted to pull Lin Min to watch it to prove he had acted bravely. But when he grabbed Lin Min's arm, Lin Min squatted on the ground in pain. He had just pulled hard. He pressed on the fragile vascular fistula on her arm. After examination, the doctor told her that only by forcefully tapping the damaged vascular fistula could the fistula be cleared, but the intense pain made Lin Min break out in a sweat, and the padding had no effect at all. He looked at Lin Min's painful expression. Lu Tu was filled with guilt. In the end, Lin Min had to suffer once more and had to undergo overnight surgery to create a new vascular fistula. Standing outside the operating room, watching the video explaining the fistula procedure on TV, Lu Tu deeply regretted his reckless actions. But when it rains, it pours. Lin Min had just undergone surgery and was extremely weak, but then she received a call from the agent. The agent required her to move all her belongings to the new home that same day. But in her current physical condition, even getting out of bed was difficult, let alone moving. When Lu Tu found out, he volunteered to help, as a way to atone for his mistakes. To reassure the bedridden Lin Min, Lu Tu kept video calls the whole time, carrying bags of things with his frail body and moving the old family's belongings to the new home bit by bit. When Lin Min was discharged and returned to her new home, Lu Tu had already tidied up her bedroom and strictly followed the dietary requirements of uremia patients by cooking 2 light dishes. But since it wasn't time for the next dialysis yet, Lin Min didn't dare eat at all, couldn't even drink much water, and when thirsty, could only hold a slice of lemon. She relieved her thirst by stimulating her saliva secretion. While eating by himself, Lu Tu tried to comfort Lin Min in his own unique way. He said the previous room's feng shui was bad because there was a bird's nest across the street. Lin Min looked at him in confusion, waiting for his explanation. He said, since the 1980s, all the birds in the world have been replaced by bad actors with artificial intelligence birds to monitor humans. Their eyes are like cameras. Every word we say and everything we do is captured and recorded by them. Think about it. Being stared at like this every day, your soul is drained away. How could the feng shui be good? Hearing this bizarre explanation, Lin Min was completely speechless. But Lu Tu grew more and more enthusiastic, saying he had joined an alien contact group and regularly sent Morse code. As long as the aliens received, they would then bring the person sending the signal back to their home planet. He also said that Earthlings are actually descendants of aliens, and that the environment on their home planet is harsh, so aliens have abnormally developed brains. However, on Earth, brains can only be developed to 10%, because survival on Earth is too easy. Survival on Earth isn't easy. But Lu Tu said that if he lost a piece of his brain, he'd still be alive and well. These words made Lin Min laugh, so hard, she almost fell off her chair. Lu Tu laughed along with herself, but as he laughed, his mood suddenly shifted from laughter to tears. He apologized to Lin Min and asked if her arm still hurt. This sudden sadness and apology stunned Lin Min, seeing Lu Tu in pain and self-blame. Lin Min's heart skipped a beat for no reason. She had seen too many people avoid her illness at all costs. She had seen her best friend hand over sleeves so cautiously, and seen agents urge her to hide her medicine with disdain. But no one had ever been like Lu Tu, who, despite being diagnosed with a grade 4 brain cancer himself, still cared about her pain. His apology didn't have fancy words. He even carried a hint of awkward panic. But it was this straightforward concern that quietly washed over the cold corner of her heart that she had long grown used to coldly. She suddenly realized that she didn't seem to dislike this brainless boy as much anymore. After waking up, Lu Tu nervously stood up and immediately began tidying up the room. He announced that he would live there to take care of Lin Min until the injury on her left hand healed. Lin Min immediately objected, feeling that a man and a woman living alone in the same room felt inconvenient. But Lu Tu said if she didn't agree, she could call her father, who had already seen Lin Min's father's number on the parcel box. With no other choice, Lin Min agreed to let him stay for now. After all the work, Lu Tu was unbearably thirsty. He casually picked up a cup from the table, poured a drink, and drank it all in one go. It was the cup Lin Min used to measure urine. But there was absolutely no urine smell. Lin Min had to explain that uremia patients' urine didn't have a smell. Since Lin Min's arm wound hadn't fully healed yet, and dialysis treatment couldn't be delayed any longer, the doctor had to insert a temporary dialysis tube into Lin Min's neck. Whenever dialysis was on, Lin Min would always take out her phone and play music to pass the time. Seeing this, Lu Tu, he snatched the phone away, put it into an empty cup, and told her, "This way you'll hear an echo. It's even better than a speaker." In the days that followed, Lu Tu became Lin Min's full-time caregiver. He would help Lin Min measure her blood pressure and meticulously record her daily water consumption. She would help her pack up the small items from moving house, keeping the house spotless. He would carry Lin Min on her back without hesitation when she was tired. He would carefully hold her head when she dozed off during dialysis. He would drool when he saw her sleep. He would say seriously, "Your alien talent is pretty good." Drooling while sleeping is an ability aliens cultivate on Jupiter, designed to expel harmful substances from their bodies. That day, Lu Tu wrote a pledge of loyalty to Lin Min and explained this was actually an apology letter. As long as Lin Min pressed her fingerprint on it, she could use it to demand that Lu Tu do anything that was not illegal, as compensation for making Lin Min suffer so much. But there was still a typo written on it. Although Lin Min complained verbally, she quietly added Lu Tu back on WeChat. Since the fistula surgery, Lin Min hadn't thoroughly cleansed her body for a long time. Her body was unbearably itching, and her hair emitted a strange odor. But she could only move one hand freely, so bathing became an impossible task. Hearing this, Lu Tu immediately became interested and said he had come up with an idea. But because he was too emotional, he instantly fell asleep again. Lin Min looked at him and guessed what he might be thinking, her face flushing slightly. But this time, she was unusually not angry. However, it turned out she was overthinking it. The next day, Lu Tu actually brought his mother, Aunt Tao, over. His so-called good plan was, he asked his mother to help Lin Min take a bath. Lin Min was both embarrassed and embarrassed, repeatedly saying it wasn't necessary. But the enthusiastic Aunt Tao seemed not to hear, took off her coat, and went straight into the bathroom to start getting ready. LV2 also specifically reminded Lin Min his mother didn't know he had relapsed and told her not to tell him. After bathing, Aunt Tao carefully dried Lin Min's hair while apologizing on her son's behalf. She said Lu Tu had been timid since childhood, and on the day he injured Lin Min's hand, he cried at home all night. She bluntly said that Lu Tu wasn't good enough for Lin Min, that he liked to get stuck in a rut, and urged Lin Min not to date him. Lin Min admitted that they were just fellow patients. Perhaps even Lin Min herself hadn't realized that after all these days of constant companionship and care, this clueless Lu Tu had quietly opened the tightly closed door of her heart in a clumsy but sincere way. At night, Lu Tu tinkered with a bunch of strange devices, claiming they were upgraded alien signal receivers. He took the receiver up to the rooftop. Lin Min observed downstairs, and the two kept in touch using walkie-talkies. Lu Tu reiterated his theory. He said that when a patient is unconscious, their consciousness is taken away by aliens. Their body remains on Earth, and once consciousness returns, the pain will heal. However, this probability is very low. That's 1 in 30,000. Although this sounds like a fantasy, for the two deeply trapped in the swamp of illness, it was a faint glimmer of light in the darkness. Lu Tu also said, a uremia patient posted a kidney donation video and retracted it within 1 minute. And for this to be intercepted by someone with a primary brain tumor who has 4 identical points to a uremia patient, the odds of these things stacked together are about 1 in 30,000. Lin Min didn't believe it, but Lu Tu was absolutely certain. Lu Tu said, if we get married and I die, you'll have priority rights to organ distribution. I'm with a bad head. You drag 2 bad kidneys. One is clueless, the other unhappy, and we actually make a good match. Lin Min asked if he was confessing, and Lu Tu suddenly fell silent. This silence made Lin Min feel uneasy, thinking he had fallen asleep again. But Lu Tu only fell into a brief sadness. He told Lin Min about his own experiences after falling ill. He had been bedridden in the ICU for 27 days, and his mother was desperate and desperate. She was tricked out of all her savings by the Taoist. The pain hidden behind the laughter was revealed clearly to Lin Min for the first time. Lin Min felt like they had finished their drink bottles, both longing for the luck of having another bottle. But Lu Tu was very depressed about his own future, saying he probably had no hope left and that he might be destined to thank you for your patronage in this lifetime. Lin Min warmly encouraged him, telling him to summon some courage to keep living. The two shouted hysterically into the night sky, their voices spreading among the lights of thousands of homes. At that moment, the two lonely souls finally found each other's support, as if even the hardest days could hold on a little longer. Perhaps this obsession truly reached the universe. The next day, the hospital called Lin Min, saying she had been matched with a suitable kidney donor and urged her to rush over as soon as possible. But fate was unkind. A sudden heavy rainstorm paralyzed the city's traffic. Time ticked by. Without hesitation, Lu Tu got on his bicycle, had Lin Min sit on the back seat, and carried her with all his might against the raging storm. The rain blurred his vision and soaked his clothes, but Lu Tu didn't slow down at all. He gritted his teeth. He used his thin body to clear the way for Lin Min. No one knew how long they had ridden before the two finally arrived at the hospital in a sorry state. Lin Min nervously cooperated with the doctor to complete the registration, eagerly hoping for a second life. But just then, the doctor received a phone call. With a grave expression, he told them that the donor's family had objected to the donation. The surgery needed to be paused, and they were told to wait for news. The flame of hope had just been ignited when it was mercilessly extinguished. Both of their moods plummeted from the clouds to rock bottom. At that moment, a father and son, who were also waiting for transplants, also rushed over. Lu Tu's eyes instantly filled with hostility. Lin Min advised him not to worry. Generally, donating both kidneys could support 2 patients for transplantation. That father and son might be another suitable patient. They were not competitors. Standing at the hospital entrance, the two stared blankly ahead, silent and facing each other. The father and son were also anxiously awaiting the verdict of fate. But in the end, what they received was an official notice that their donation had been canceled. Looking at that cold message about giving up the donation, Lin Min's tears fell silently, like broken pearls. Meanwhile, the son among the father and son was completely devastated. He cried and shouted, unable to wait, too tired, wanting to go home. This desperate cry was also a reflection of Lin Min's inner feelings. To avoid worrying Lu Tu, she forced a smile, trying to appear strong. But how could Lu Tu not see the endless vulnerability and sadness hidden behind her stubbornness? He remembered the first time he met Lin Min, when she sat in the restaurant and said the video was a misunderstanding. He remembered her stubbornness when she shouted, "I'm the real master," at the entrance of the agency. He always felt Lin Min was like grass growing in a crack in the rocks, able to climb upward no matter how hard it was. But now, seeing her stubbornly holding on, he realized how much vulnerability she hides behind that stubbornness. On the way home, to break the suffocating silence, Lin Min softly sang the song, Shaking the Sun. She murmured to herself, "Why does the sun sway? It doesn't make sense." Lu Tu looked at her and suddenly said with utmost seriousness, "Let's get married. I want to find a good owner for my kidney before I die." Although Lu Tu said this, in reality, he wanted to give Lin Min the faith to live, a visible hope. He knew his illness could worsen at any moment, and death might come tomorrow. He wanted to use this method to have her live better in his place. This is Lu Tu's deepest confession. Regarding the seemingly unreasonable saying, "shaking the sun," Lu Tu has his own unique interpretation. He says the sun rises in the east and sets in the west every day, and he gets sleepy and tired, hence the cloudy and rainy days. Therefore, one must use the mind to shake the sun away. He told Lin Min in a clueless way, "As long as your will doesn't collapse and hope doesn't die, one day you'll be able to shake the sun awake and welcome a sunny day." The next day, Lin Min looked at the sun's reflection in the cup and recalled Lu Tu's words from last night. Clumsy, yet full of vitality. It was like a ray of sunlight shining into her gloomy heart. In the end, she decided to marry Lu Tuesday. There was no grand ceremony, no blessings from friends or family. The two simply took photos and registered their marriage, and everything went so smoothly that it felt a bit rushed. They looked at the bright red marriage certificate in their hands. Lin Min felt like something was missing. At that moment, she saw a lively group dinner being held at a nearby restaurant. So she pulled Lu Tu into the hotel and found the tour guide to communicate, securing a chance to speak on stage. Lin Min picked up the microphone. She confidently told the unfamiliar tourists in the audience, "My spouse Lu Tu and I registered our marriage certificate, and we have entered the halls of marriage. Unfortunately, none of our family or friends are around. But for something as important as marriage, it can't just be quiet, right? We just saw everyone wearing red hats. With such a festive scene, we decided to join in the festivities and join in the excitement, shall we?" The audience was inspired by the newlyweds' courage and creativity, cheering enthusiastically. Afterwards, they played games and drank, and every part of the wedding was missing. Although no family members were present, this makeshift wedding was warmer than any ceremony. They laughed and joked, as if all the worries in the world had nothing to do with them. Afterwards, the two held hands. They walked and laughed, walking on their way home. But just as she reached her doorstep, Lin Min saw someone she least wanted to see, her ex-boyfriend. Back then, after Lin Min was diagnosed with uremia, her ex-boyfriend left without saying goodbye, even cutting a lock of her hair as a keepsake. Now he took out that tuft of hair, claiming he wanted to reconcile and begged Lin Min to forgive his past cowardice. But Lin Min immediately saw through his ulterior motive. "Stop beating around the bush. Let's get down to business. Are you running out of money gambling again?" Her ex-boyfriend finally confessed, saying he owed a lot of online loans and came to her when he had nowhere else to turn. His remorse made Lin Min feel disgusted, because this wasn't the first time. Lin Min took out a card, said it was their wedding fund from back then picked up scissors. She cut off a tuft of his hair. Even with that, she turned and left, without a trace of reluctance. Leaving the cafe, Lin Min found Lu Tu, who was hiding outside the door to watch. Earlier, she had told Lu Tu to go home first, but Lu Tu was worried she might be bullied, so he secretly followed her. He felt that now, legally, Lin Min was already his wife. Lin Min asked him, "Is it just legally?" He wouldn't dare think about anything outside the law, since he didn't have much time left to live. Hearing this, Lin Min's tears instantly welled up, feeling both heartache and anger. Seeing her cry, Lu Tu gently wiped away her tears, then made a gesture that left Lin Min stunned. Last time, Lin Min told him that uremia patients' urine didn't have a foul smell, so he wanted to see if the tears wouldn't be salty anymore. Lin Min was at the same loss by Lu Tu's exasperation. She started laughing until she started laughing, but as she laughed, even deeper tears started to fall. At that moment, emotion triumphed over reason. She kissed Lu Tu for the first time. This kiss was not about a transaction or gratitude, but about the truest flutter in her heart. At this moment, they were no longer a couple by agreement, but partners who truly loved each other. They didn't tell their parents about their marriage. But not long after, Aunt Tao came on a trip with her old friends, and Lin Min volunteered to be the tour guide. Those few short days were the happiest and most normal married times they had since marriage. But happiness always seems to be short-lived. One day during dinner, Lu Tu suddenly felt nauseous and rushed into the bathroom, vomiting violently. Lin Min asked at the door worriedly, but Lu Tu only said he had eaten too much and brushed it off. But Lin Min felt a vague sense of unease. After returning home, she rummaged through her chests and cabinets to find Lu Tu's medical records. After consulting the doctor, she learned a shocking truth. Lu Tu's brain cancer was not completely incurable, but rather that he himself did not want to treat it. She couldn't understand why Lu Tu would do such a thing. Faced with Lin Min's questioning, Lu Tu finally confessed he doesn't want to spend all his mother's retirement money. Lin Min told him that they could figure out the money together. She could ask her parents to borrow money, or even ask her classmates to borrow it. But Lu Tu didn't want to have another craniotomy. He didn't want to stay in the ICU anymore. He was scared. He didn't want to go through that experience again. But Lin Min felt that now that they were married, he couldn't just think about himself. Lu Tu asked, "But isn't our marriage just to give you a kidney? Besides these 2 kidneys, I really don't know what else I have worth your attention." He was willing to sacrifice himself just to support the other person. This seemingly great devotion was the cruelest torment for Lin Min, who deeply loved Lu Tu's day. She was heartbroken to the extreme, took out her marriage certificate, and slammed it hard in front of Lu Tu. She shouted loudly, demanding a divorce. But just then, Lin Min's parents suddenly came to visit. They never expected that the first time they met their son-in-law would be at the scene of their daughter's divorce. After learning the whole story, Lin Min's father asked Lu Tu, is he really willing to give the kidney to Lin Min? But Lin Min felt that what we were discussing now wasn't about the kidney, but that Lu Tu had to undergo surgery. Lu Tu's thinking remained simple and stubborn. Before, he wanted to use his kidney to give his mother support. Now, he wanted to use the kidney to keep Lin Min alive. He wanted to give Lin Min the chance to live again. But Lin Min said she didn't need it. She would rather spend her life undergoing dialysis than sacrifice like Lu Tu's self-righteous sacrifice. What she wanted was for the two of them to live well together. In the days that followed, Lin Min refused to see Lu Tu again. When she went to dialysis alone, that familiar sense of loneliness and torment returned. She still habitually put her phone in a cup to listen to music, but the person who would snatch her phone was gone. That assessment report card she once despised. But now, she couldn't bear to throw it away. She opened the video Lu Tu sent to record her life, watching the playful moments. Lin Min smiled, but tears burst forth again. The love and vitality of life, intertwined with illness, had long become a deep, inseparable bond between them. Sometimes when she saw birds outside the window, she would instinctively wonder, could those be the artificial intelligence birds Lu Tu mentioned? To see Lin Min once, Lu Tu wandered downstairs at her house every day, but he was teased by that unscrupulous agent as if he were playing a fool. Seeing this, Lin Min was furious. She rushed forward and beat the agent hard with her backpack, driving him away. Seeing Lu Tu's aggrieved face and his resentment, like a child who had done something wrong, Lin Min swallowed the harsh words she had prepared, but swallowed them back. Lin Min told Lu Tu that as long as he went for treatment, she promised he could see him every day. Otherwise, she would get a divorce, and at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, she would wait for Lu Tu outside the Civil Affairs Bureau. After saying this, Lin Min turned and left without looking back. Although this was ruthless, she knew this was the last solution she could think of. Early the next morning, Lin Min waited at the entrance of the Civil Affairs Bureau for a long time, but she never saw Lu Tu's day. She called Lu Tu, but the answer was Aunt Tao. Aunt Tao told her Lu Tu's condition worsened rapidly, and he was sent to the hospital. Lin Min's mind went blank, and she rushed to the hospital. After finding the ward, she didn't go in immediately, but stood outside the door listening to the conversation inside. Lu Tu told his mother that he didn't want treatment anymore. He didn't want to live anymore. He was tired of living. Aunt Tao, however, felt he was doing it for Lin Min and asked if he had promised her anything. LV2 said it had nothing to do with Lin Min. His mother didn't understand and didn't know what the future held. Lin Min stayed outside the hospital room, not daring to approach. Regret and pain overwhelmed her like a tide. She hated Lu Tu's stubbornness, hated his concealment, and hated even more that she hadn't discovered his abnormality earlier. After composing herself, Lin Min returned home and found her father hiding at the door, smoking. It turned out Aunt Tao had arrived, and she already knew everything about the two of them, including the initial deal and their later marriage. She didn't blame Lin Min, nor was she angry that they acted first and reported later, because she could feel the sincerity between the two children. Aunt Tao said she understood and agreed with Lu Tu's idea. If that day really happened, she would agree to her son's kidney donation and wouldn't ask Lin Min to support her in old age. But now, she only hoped Lin Min could persuade Lu Tu to accept the surgery. After saying this, Aunt Tao became emotional and tried to take the wine from her bag, but Lin Min held her back. She agreed to persuade Lu Tu, but also asked Aunt Tao to quit drinking. The next day, Lin Min found Lu Tu on the rooftop, who was trying to contact the alien. Lu Tu knew she was here to persuade him to have the surgery, but Lin Min said this time she wasn't trying to persuade him. She was giving an order. She took out the Pledge of Allegiance personally written by Lu Tu's day. Back then, he had said that pressing the fingerprint would take effect immediately. He wasn't allowed to go back on his word. Lu Tu didn't answer directly, but instead brought up the surgery from 4 years ago that terrified him. Seeing that he was still full of resistance, Lin Min took out a bottle of drink and confidently told him that this bottle would definitely win the prize. Lu Tu didn't believe. He took it and opened the cap, and sure enough, it said, "One more bottle." Seeing this, Lin Min turned on her phone's flashlight to illuminate the bottom of the bottle. It turned out that through the light, you could see the words on the bottle cap in advance. Getting another bottle is a clever trick, but no one can predict the next page of life script. Lin Min said she heard a saying that everyone's life script is chosen by themselves after reading it, but they forget it at birth. Although both her and Lu Tu's scripts were terrible, she believed that since she chose them from the start, there must be a reason. Lu Tu pondered after hearing this. Maybe getting his brain tumor was meant to inspire him to contact aliens. Maybe in the future, he could become an expert in alien communication. But the cost would be too high. But the greater the cost, the higher the reward. Lin Min thought he made sense. She encouraged him to win a Nobel Prize in the future, so he should think of something to make himself happy, always thinking that another bottle would be too exhausting. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh. If you're feeling down, just shout out. Lu Tu looked at Lin Min and couldn't help but tear up. Actually, he wanted to live too, to watch the sunrise with Lin Min, to rock the sun together, but he was afraid the surgery would fail, afraid he might never wake up again. Lin Min gave him no chance to hesitate. She raised her Pledge of Allegiance, looked into his eyes, and said word by word, she wanted to live for him. But even more, she wanted to live with Lu Tu's day. In the end, Lu Tu agreed to the surgery, but he made a request. He wanted to watch the sunrise one last time before the surgery. That night, the two of them sat on the rooftop, waiting from night until day. Unfortunately, the weather was not kind that day. Thick fog filled the air, and they didn't get to see the sun they had hoped for. Afterwards, Lin Min personally shaved Lu Tu's hair. Then, as a wife, she solemnly signed her name on the surgical consent form. Before entering the operating room, Lu Tu handed Lin Min a piece of paper. He said it was a eulogy he had written for himself. If he couldn't get off the operating table, he would read it aloud. "I've already left this world. My mom will definitely be sad for a while, crying and wailing, begging for her life, a child burying a child. Just thinking about it is painful." Fortunately, fate didn't take him away this time. The surgery was a success. Lu Tu was unconscious for a full 17 days after surgery. That day, he finally opened his eyes, but the first thing he said upon waking was, "Who are you?" Lin Min discovered he had amnesia. Who knew it was a joke he was playing? Not long after, Lu Tu was successfully discharged from the hospital. and the two held a simple, yet warm wedding ceremony. At the wedding, Lin Min didn't wear the sleeve that concealed her scars. Lu Tu also openly showed off his bald head. Two bodies marked by illness now pieced together into a complete and warm home. The story didn't end with a clear conclusion. In the future, Lu Tu's illness might relapse. Lin Min might still not be able to get a kidney donor, but that no longer matters. What matters is that they became each other's sun in each other's darkest moments. They used clumsy but sincere methods. They awakened each other's love for life and longing for existence. They teach us that the meaning of life lies not in length, but in warmth and depth. The true meaning of love is not in sacrifice, but in mutual fulfillment and growing together, no matter the day that follows.